Zo, welkom bij een teststream. I redid my streaming setup and I reinstalled this system with Windows 10. So let's try it out and let's see if there are some people going to watch this stream. So let's see. Do we have already people watching? Do we have already people watching? Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already people
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it
Hey
work?
Monfy, how are you? We have already people
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it
Hey
work?
Monfy, how are you? We have already people
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it
Hey
work?
Monfy, how are you? We have already
How
people
is the
watching.
sound? Does it
Hey
work?
Monfy, how are you? We have already
How is the sound? Does it work?
Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it work?
Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it work?
Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it work?
Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it work?
Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it work?
Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already
How is the
watching.
sound? Does it work?
Hey Monfy, how are you? We have already
watching.
I think it's now solved. How is this? The desktop audio was still on, so let's see. Can I completely remove that from here? It's now muted, so it should be okay now. Ah, better. Test 1, 2, 3. So, how does this stream look? No, it is not your. It's not on your side, Flo. It was on my side. There was too much audio tracks were on. Like here, the desktop audio was also on. Let's see. It's green, so no dropped frames. So CPU is 14%. Let's see the task manager. Ah, yeah, my i7 3077K is working fine. Audio's mono. Oh, on which channel? Left or right? We can fix that. Advanced audio properties. Focus right. Is it now on both channels? It should be. Let's see. Left. And now? Yes, now stereo. Now it's still mono, but on both channels. But that is good to test together with you. Yeah, Tux is here. Penguin. Hi, PC Kai, how are you? So, any questions? Let's do a sort of Q&A. Let's see, let's chat. And then we can see if everything is stable. And I need to figure out in my new studio how I want to set up the camera, in which angles, stuff like that. Because here behind me is my server rack. That's also nice in the image. So I played around with some lights. I have a really nice light tube here. And in the back we have a nice light. So yeah, and here we have a nice RGB strip. Let's put it on party mode. That's better. I built 2001. I built 2001 retro gaming PC and Windows. What? Where can I find a backup battery for the server? I forget what it was called. A UPS. You can buy old UPSs online and then replace the batteries. So the UPSs is some maybe 25 euros. The batteries 100, 150 euros. I have a question for you. I have a 286. but the barrel battery on the motherboard has leaked and the CMOS is reset. Oh, about the hard drive, how you can find the information. If you look up the type number of the hard drive, you can find all those info online. That's probably pretty easy to find. And you should replace the battery with a super cap. That works much better. Maybe I should be doing test streams since I botched an entire 3-hour stream by capturing the wrong output device. Yeah, always test your setup out and ask feedback in the beginning of your stream if everything is working. Hi, Peachy Kukol. How are you? Nice to see you from Germany. Is an Athlon XP 2400 Plus a good CPU for retro gaming? Yes, of course, but for a certain era of retro gaming, it's fine. I ran Battlefield 2, I think, even on my dual XP 2400 Plus, and that worked fine. Is that orange keyboard a Model M painted? No, it's a compact keyboard that it is painted. Nice, Momfy. Yeah, I didn't do a live stream for a long time, but now I'm just testing it out again and see to have the setup back and running again. Only one thing I found out that this device isn't working with Windows 10, and I was capturing the very old Panasonic shoulder camera with this one, so I need another solution to capture an analog signal like this. So yeah, but I think Windows 10 on this machine is better because Windows 7 is getting a bit old and without security updates. Thanks, Damon. Nice to hear from you. Is a Voodoo 3 a good card? Yeah, Voodoo 3 is a perfect card. You can't go wrong with a Voodoo 3. The Voodoo 3 2000 even is a very solid card. Goedenavond vanuit het mooie Schiedam. Kijk altijd weer naar alle video's omtrent je netwerk en servers. Nice. Yeah, I think my channel is not only retro computers anymore, but also now the servers and the networking, and of course also the retro stuff in my rack. But I want to shift it a bit around to like the high-end stuff, more the dual Xeon stuff and dual CPU machines, and a little bit less normal gaming hardware. Of course, it will be also on my channel, but more a shift to the more interesting hardware for myself. So I'm shifting my collection a bit. Hagelslag of vlokken? White vlokken. I heard that XP is unstable with more than 4 GB of RAM. Is it always the case? I don't know for sure, but Windows XP with 4 GB of memory is more than enough. So there's not really a need to have more than that. And you can always install XP 64. Do you plan to use the i5 2600 V344 CPUs? Not yet, but probably in the future I will when it becomes really cheap. I think the i5 2600 V1 and 2 is now getting dumped. You can buy CPUs for like 30-40 euros each. So yeah, I will of course go to the V3 or V4 in a certain date, but not yet. I found a voodoo tree in my computer parts bin. So happy. That's always nice to find. So, to be honest, sometimes I'm sorting out parts and then thinking, oh wait, here's another voodoo card. Oh, here's another voodoo card. Oh, I have a little bit more than I expected. I can tell you're using an old camera. There's motion blur when you move. I think that's more the shutter speed because I use a Panasonic GH3 now, and it's just set to 1/50th of a shutter speed. The stream isn't super secret. It was right on my YouTube homepage. Yeah, but still the secret testing. Minecraft server. No Minecraft. I never played Minecraft, so I have other hobbies that take too much time. So no Minecraft for me. What is that black box thing above the monitor? Oh, this is my speaker for my old speaker set from Cambridge Soundworks from Creative. And I have a stereo set with a subwoofer that's up there. And I bought that set, I think, in 2000 or 2001. Yeah, no, 2000. And I used it back then on my AW64. What about a Quake 3 server? Yeah, I like to do a Quake 3 server when I'm upgrading my internet and have some more bandwidth. I like to have a gaming server so I can fire up the gaming server, fire up the stream, fire up a gaming system, and then you can join in over the internet and we can see if my internet will like that. Intel Pentium 3 is good for 2001 gaming PC. I don't know. I don't like Pentium 4s myself. Yeah, I think the Pentium 3 is a much nicer platform, and then the big step is to the Core 2 Duos. There's a big gap in what I like and what I don't like. My internet now is still ADSL, so very, very slow. But let's double check. We have no dropped frames, so it's now streaming with 2 Mbit or something. So yeah, that works. High lactobacillus prime. Yeah, it's a little bit secret. Yeah, ADSL, ADSL, VDSL. I don't know. It's slow. Make Windows 98 server. Never. If I make a server, it will be Windows NT 4.0. I don't think it's wise to put that on the internet, or Windows 2000, or on Linux, or on Unix, or on FreeBSD. I think one of the Sunfire 3100s will be an BSD server where probably you can log in from the internet. I need to figure out a thing like that, or maybe I want to do some basic web hosting on it, where we are going back to the shitty 90s internet pages. So no fancy stuff, just an ugly website where you introduce yourself on the internet and post pictures of your or of your, like, for example, of my server rack in like post stamp format, something like that. Where did you buy your orange keyboard? I bought a keyboard, I think on a flea market, and was very yellow. And then I found a spray can of orange, and I just sprayed over it. Yeah, I took it apart, so I only sprayed the cover, but also just over the sticker, and even over the lights here. So, and over the compact logos. So it was a really lazy job, but I like this keyboard. And to be honest, it's pretty good paint. I mean, there's a bit here missing and here, but for the rest, it is. I think it's now spray painted for 9, 10 years, something like that. So yeah. How many PCs do you have with 10 gigabit? For now, I have my workstation on 10 gigabit with a fiber cable to the other room, my server and my backup server, and this machine. I have a card for it and I have cables for it, so I can put this one on 10 gigabit, but I'm not sure if I really need it. I mean, yeah, it's now just on gigabit connection, and I even removed all the storage, for all the hard drive storage out of this system, so it only has a 256 gigabyte SSD for now. So maybe if I going to do capturing of games, I will try if the gigabit connection is fast enough for it. Otherwise, I put a 10 gig card in it, and I have all the storage on the server. So I think in all my machines I removed all the mechanical hard drives. So only mechanical hard drives in my server and of course in my retro PCs. But all my modern systems are now with only SSDs. If you could have any server till 10,000, what would 100,000? What would you like to do with it? I don't know. Something with only SSDs, like 200 terabyte of SSD storage and a lot of CPUs. Still waiting for that PC built with the graphics ultrasound card. Yeah, it's not coming soon. Hi Valentina, how are you? Second Xeon for virtual gaming. What? If you type only in caps and repeat yourself, I won't answer your question. But Windows 2000 is not good for anything anymore for modern things. I don't have I don't have a BBS, and then to be honest, I never used BBSs back in the days. Where's that dumpster you always find your new old stuff in? I can't tell you. It's a secret, and if I tell it, it's probably over. So no. Yeah, I have two L5640s in my backup server. So I have 12 cores running at 2.2 gigahertz with 96 gigabyte of memory in my backup server. But the fun thing is that video took off. So I spent around 120 euros on that machine. And YouTube is making back that money. I think it's now $90 or $80-90 for that video. So that's nice to have that income from YouTube, so I can just buy ridiculous upgrades for old machines and spend some money on it. Have you ever tried to surf from Synology? No, I always build my own stuff. and I really love ZFS as a file system, and I'm not seeing anything that I need to have from Synology. Do you have plans to make a joint video with similar channels? Yeah, always. If it works out for both, I think I will work more with the guys from Server Factory. Did you see the video I did with them about like the old and the new servers? I think I'm with that guys. I will do more things where we just compare like stuff that I can do and what is on the current market. So I will share their channel because let's give them over 100 subscribers, because they have a pretty nice channel where they really talk about the current state of technology and server stuff. So you should really subscribe to them, because they are pretty awesome guys and they have a really small channel. And if they grow bigger, they can put more effort in their videos and keep us up to date with what's going on. Your keyboard looks cool. What is it? It's a compact with spray paint. Is 10 gig better? Better than 1 gig. How I set up multi-boot with Windows 98, 2000 and XP. Oh, what tool did we use back in the days? There was a really great tool for it. I forget what it was, but it was an aftermarket tool and that was awesome. What about Linus Tech Tips? Yeah, I'm not sure if Linus Tech Tips will work with me. I mean, he almost has like 10 million subscribers and I have now 24,000 subscribers. Yeah, if he want to come to my my studio and roast my setup, I'm fine with it. And Gamer Nexus, I don't really watch him. I'm not sure what it is with him, but it's not. I have watched some stuff of him, but no, it's not the way how I like it or something. Videos with my playhouse will be great. Yeah, probably if I will go to Denmark and I'm going to his area, then I will probably visit his place. I think that will be fun to do a tour of his server rack. The Microsoft optical mouse is alive. Yes, of course. It's still, those mouses are always working. I think this is one of the best mouses there are. Also, the Pro version of it, I still have it, and it is still a really good mouse. But the Pro version doesn't like my i7. There is a mismatch, but this one is great. What's the best SSD for a server? Yeah, Kingston sponsored me, but to be honest, I prefer Samsung SSDs. I think Samsung SSDs are just so solid. The Kingstons are also solid, but the Samsungs work so good. All my SSDs are Samsung and my 4 Kingstons. Daniel's watching the stream. He says to me, "Look, I have the same mouse, lol." That's yeah. I think many people still have this mouse. I just bought a Samsung SSD today. Yeah, good choice. In Germany, there's a YouTube channel, Tule Time, which also builds occasional retro PCs. Maybe he can do a video. Yeah, maybe. He should contact me and we can figure something out. The USB ones work like crap. And this is a USB mouse, and you can also use convert to PS2. Hello, Victor. Did you test Obsidian X24, 386, and Hercules board? Nah, not yet. I'm so busy right now, so I didn't have time to really focus on it. And the 386 and the Hercules board, the 386 I gave to my brother. That was with me on the trip to Germany, and the Hercules board I gave to Dave Pennings because he has a lot of systems like that. So he can much better use it than me. Nice motorizer. Yes, I should power it so I have a cup holder here. Yeah, it's standing on the optical drive and it's still a bit on the low side. But I really don't like that this monitor doesn't have a FaceTime mount. So, yeah. But I was testing out a new monitor setup, but I need to make it better. But maybe I can show it to you. What about this? It's not in the final state, or I need to make it more rigid. And I already gamed on it, and even the Sun monitors, you can play games on it. So, yeah, I'm testing this setup out, but I probably gonna make it like a video wall somewhere in my studio. But I'm not sure if I put it like this, like the super wide, or maybe like super tall. So, but I need to get more aluminium and more screws to make it more rigid. Yeah, the monitor mounting is just aluminium strips over the face mounts, but I need to buy more like the cornered pieces, because it's now one cornered piece and the rest was too short, and one just a strip, so it now flexes too much. I have a Microsystem Sunfire V120. I have no experience with Sun server, but it has I have problems installing Solaris. You need to find the documentation. Luckily, I have them for the V100s, and there it says all the commands and how the boot system works. And with that commands, and I think I installed on one of them NetBSD, and that worked fine. And the V120, was that the SCSI version or the IDE? I think that was with SCSI. And also with the IDE version, there's a limit in how big the hard drives can be. So I think it was 137 gigabyte. So make sure you don't put in too big drives, because there are some limitations with the V100s and V120s. What was your first PC and do you still have it? No, I didn't keep it. But my first own PC was an 286, and around the same time I also had an 8088. So I had two of them, and were pretty nice machines, but I don't have them anymore. And I think the 8088 I destroyed it by changing some settings on the motherboard, and then it didn't turn on anymore. Hey, Uncle Joe, how are you? Joe, what do you, Joe, the big long video of the server rack was because of your live stream where you said you should make more videos about the stuff, and that video is doing really good now on my channel and is already recommended to a lot of people. So that is that's working out pretty good. Yeah, Marty, I saw your email. I still need to answer it. Just finished watching. 1 day later. It wasn't that long. I visited the Netherlands a few weeks ago. Nice. Where did you go? Hey, Fernando, how are you? Will there be videos about dumpster computers? Maybe. You never know what you find in the dumpster. And I have one system that is out of a dumpster that I still need to test, and another system that I also still need to test. So there will be more dumpster themed things. How is your Pentium Pro baby at the building project going? Yeah, I gonna put a Voodoo Rush in the Pentium Pro system. And the case is now working with the door that it is... I fixed the door that it's now perfect. So I can really open and close it, and I replaced the little gear what was broken. I'm putting my Dell R710 back to work. Now the cooler weather is here. Yeah, it's a nice heater. And maybe you can install Linux on it. Victor also buys systems from guys carting around to the recycle bin. He sold one to me. Great Pentium 3, Voodoo 3. Yeah! But the Voodoo 3 was not in the system back then. I think there was a TNT, Fanta, something. I really like the way your room is looking. What did this room used to be? This little room was back in the days my little bedroom. I had the smallest room in the house. So in the corner where now the shelves are on the wall, there was my bed, like a high sleeper. And this spot here, there was actually a little desk. So yeah, and if you see this is still the old curtain stuff, but I just put this one over it because this is pretty ugly in videos. And also under here, I just painted over the wallpaper because there was a little stupid pattern on it, and the flooring is also still what was in my little bedroom. But I maybe now the floor is now pretty empty. Yeah, there's a big server rack on wheels, but maybe I gonna put like new flooring in, like click laminate. How do you say it in English? So this house is not an apartment, parent home. Could you? Yeah, I still live with my father in this home. So now my bedroom is now in my brother's old bedroom, so I of course changed the whole room, and this little room is now my studio, and it's only 2 meter 20s wide and 3 meter 40s 3 meter 40 in length, so it's really small. What will be the specs for your new build? What? Yeah, I gonna do. I will do a Pentium Pro build with a Voodoo Rush and SCSI drives, and then of course the Quantum 3D Alchemized system with dual Pentium 3s. I think I will focus on that, and I also need to finish my Pentium 3 800 Dell machine. So I will focus on machines like this. But I don't gonna change my workstation yet because my 10 core Xeon is still running great. Yeah, laminate flooring. What virtual machine OS are you using? I'm using a Proxmox on my server, and I have for now one virtual machine, and that's Windows 2000 just for testing. Any plans for retro software show? I'm not sure. I don't really like software stuff. Do you build something today or just chatting? It's just chatting and testing out the stream if the audio is right, if the video is right, if I need to change some settings. Later I will see if I can do like a live stream where I actually gonna do stuff, but then I need to see better camera placement, or maybe have my GoPro as a second angle, or my big 80s camera right now is not working because my capture device is not working on the Windows 10 for it, so I need to figure it out. But first I just need to have the base of the live stream stable. Video's great, so's the audio. Yes, I use this Sennheiser hand mic on a Focusrite audio interface, and that's a really nice combination. How is Proxmox for networking between VMs? I'm not sure. I didn't really test that out, but Proxmox is really, really awesome and really works great. So, hi Server Factory, how are you? I just plugged your channel, so let's see. Did you have more subscribers? Yeah, you gained 2 more subscribers. You all need to subscribe to Server Factory. Have an how page capture card? No, I had a little ion thingy. I found this one like on a flea market for 1 or 2 euros, and was running great on the Windows 7, but on the Windows 10 there are no drivers for it. It's a Xeon Video 2 PC. So I need to have a new capture thing to capture analog. Nice to see you on live stream again. Yeah, it's nice to be back. So probably the next live stream will be like the live stream is back, and then I will do actually things instead of chatting. Do you play Team Fortress 1? Back in the days I played it a little bit, but never went into it. Ah, nice! Server Factory has now 100 subscribers. Awesome! I think you can now claim the URL like YouTube/Server Factory. You should check it out. So, a nice milestone. When are you getting back to old PC hardware instead of server thingies? I think the 25-minute video I did, that was full of old stuff in my server rack. It was really a mix of both of it. So yeah, and I think my channel will be also the server stuff and the networking stuff and the home lab and together with the old stuff. So it will be more a mix of it. So of of course, how do you say it? Things change and interest change a bit. So I will focus more on the server stuff because I back in the days I really loved the server stuff. And I think I spent way too much money on SCSI drives back in the days. I have a Cisco cable for connect to my Sunfire V120 using COM port 1 to booting Solaris. I'm reading manuals and not working. It's the correct cable. I also have the Cisco cables, but you really need to find the documentation how you can use the console. But I think it's 9006 8 to 1, stuff like that. It's really a slow connection, so it's just the base speed. Roblox server, what is that? Ah, yeah. If you were closer, Joe, I would pick them up. In which state are you? In the Texas, you said. Yeah. Maybe one day I will be in Texas, but looking around with servers on the airport is not something I'm looking forward to, and probably is not really possible. Favorite server brand? It's not Power Edge. Nah, to be honest, my favorite server brand is I think Compaq. Yeah, I really like it. And then the old style Compaq. Admiral Bay, of course. If I found something in the dumpster, I will make a video about it. But the dumpster is like sometimes there's something in it, sometimes there's nothing in it. Dominique, yes, I still have it. 40 kilo each. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. Yes, I also like Super Micro, but still, the old compacts are nicer for what I like. Um, 3,000 euros each. Yeah, that here on the local eBay there was an ad a few weeks ago for compact servers, and there were like 5 or 6 servers, and they were not like the normal rack mounts like this height, but they were all like the big cubes. So it was like 5 or 6 compact servers this size. So I don't even bid on it. I was thinking way too much. It would be nice to have one of those, or maybe 2, but not 6. I have this dual Pentium Pro server that weighs around 35 kilos. Yeah, they are really heavy, and Pentium Pro servers are not well designed. They a friend of mine bought a 14U Pentium Pro server from HP. So it is like this height, this wide. There were 6 drive bays, 2 CPUs, and 4 or 6 memory banks and a few PCI slots in 14U. Why? Um, I could ship them piece by piece. Yeah, that would be interesting. And then a time lapse that every time there's a package and an extra part, and or like the song from uh how does it, the American country singer, that where um, they smuggle out parts of cars every lunch in their lunch box. So in the end, they end up with a car with parts from the 50s up to the 60s and a big mismatch of parts. Yeah, Johnny Cash. So probably when you start sending stuff, then you lose stuff, replace it with newer stuff, and then I have a Frankenstein server. Yeah, one piece at a time. Mm. Hauling up those heavy machines up the stairs might make you consider putting the server rack on the ground floor. I think if I make it heavy enough, it will be on the ground floor. I showed my father a picture of two sun server racks that were literally went through the floor to the room below it. But the flooring here in the home is really concrete and strong, so I'm not concerned about the server rack on this flooring, and I put a wooden plate on it so it doesn't damage the floor under it and spreads the weight a bit, and I can move it around on wheels. I had a Frankenstein Core 2 Duo. Nice. Oh, yeah, of course, the US Postal Service will keep some parts out, like the motherboard, for example, or the VRMs, also nice to lose. Yeah, you can just load up the ship of Kreta when she's sailing back. I almost got an old alpha server once, and 2100. Couldn't buy it at the time. Oh, that sucks. I'm now installing Windows 98 on Dell Optiplex GXA from Dumpster. Nice. To be honest, Optiplexes, the like the Pentium 4 Optiplexes and the Core 2 Duos, I don't even take them out of a dumpster. Or I take them out of a dumpster, pull out the PCBs and just scrap them. Hi Lord Tiker, how are you? They are DL380s Model 2s, believe they are old. Ah, yes, I really want the DL380s Generation 1. And Morton has one, and I keep saying to him, let me have the system. Then he said, no, it's mine. So one day I will have his DL380. But to be honest, with the Quantum 3D Alchemized systems, I have less need of the compact dual Pentium 3 machine. Yeah, they are great servers. You're quickly becoming a legendary retro PC YouTuber. Have you ever met with LGR, 8-bit Kai, or Phil in person? Also, do you like what you see with ever growing retro scene? I never met LGR, 8-bit Kai, or Phil. I spoke with LGR a little bit, with Phil a bit more, and 8-bit Kai, I don't know if he knows that I exist. And yeah, the ever growing retro scene. Yeah, I like it so far. Yeah, we we should do more LAN parties and stuff like that, but and do more like where we meet up. I probably gonna go to Sweden this winter to a big LAN party there. So not really a big LAN party like 40, 50 people, but that will be a fun trip and probably also a fun video to make where I just take the Alchemy Quantum 3D Alchemy systems, put it in my car, drive up to Sweden for a LAN party, and then drive back. It's probably it was how many kilometers? Over 1,000 kilometers. So yeah, that will be a fun trip for just a LAN party with retro stuff. Pentium 4 with Voodoo 5. Not sure. Voodoo 5 for me is up to Pentium 3 1 GHz. Growing retro scene is growing modern prices. Yeah, the prices are a little bit ridiculous, but if you just have patience, you can still find a lot of stuff. How's the cat? The cat is doing fine. 10 gigabit network is not that expensive. Microtik switches are like 130 euros. Then you have 4 ports with some SFP cables. They are like 10 to 25 euro each per cable, or for fiber optic. And then cards are like 50 euros each. So, and then you have proper 10 gig network. Also, a lot of publications are starting a new retro category lately. Yeah, people. I think the current PC market is so boring that the retro stuff is really coming back for fun. Let's see, how long am I streaming right now? Oh, 52 minutes. And 0 dropped frames. That's good. Is it possible to upgrade in 1000 switch to gigabit? No. Well, I feel so young, but you're calling hardware out of my era retro, who also had a PC with Windows 2000 as first PC. Windows 2000 as first PC? No, DOS as first PC. Then you're really old. How do you make a server a lot quieter and still keeping maximum performance? That is really hard to do. You can, of course, swap out fans, but not with like a system like a Dell or an HP, because they really monitor the fans and then will go in scream mode. So it's really hard to modify a real server. And with my server project, I put the Noctua fans in, but I have more like normal parts where I can swap out more things and regulate more. And probably in Super Micro system is also moddable, but then you still can have cooling problems. You make me feel young again. Nice. My first was Commodore VIC-20. First PC was original IBM PC. Yeah, I also started around that era. Not when they were new, but when they were given like to me for free. Like when they were already obsolete, and so then I started with computers. Still has DOS computers working. That is that's crazy. at the Chinese restaurant I always go, they are still using DOS system for their orders. That is crazy. But yeah, but it's Chinese. It's just number 21, number 23. So yeah, that's pretty easy for a DOS system. Are there any more questions? Otherwise, I think I maybe gonna end the stream in 5 minutes or something. IKEA still runs MS DOS. Are they? Can I send you a site to help me build the old gaming pips? I don't know what you mean. But if you need help with retro computers and what you need to choose, the best way is to join Retro Machines on Facebook. And there we can help with the community. So that's the best way to do. Yeah, this is my nice little tux, and I got this from a friend. She gave it to me on the HCC dagen in 2001. So yeah, I love it. And it's really bad that the HCC dagen and the PC dump days are over. That was really crazy times. Big expos full of computers, and then crazy shopping. Yeah, thank you to with a name that I can't pronounce. My first PC was a Dell Dimension with Pentium 4 dual core. Then you are quite young, probably. Power supply from retro PC with ISA sound card, old or new? Uh, what do you mean, Marty? Server rack for home use? Yeah, of course, a Sun server rack. No, to be honest, just see what you can get. If you can find like a server rack that you can take apart for 100 euros or something like that, or a half height rack, just go for it. I mean, that's just fun to have. Make some room in your home, and then you can store all your servers and stuff. 19. Yeah, I'm almost double that. Need ISA sound cards minus 5 volt. I'm not sure. Not all, I think. Maybe some. What will you upgrade to when your workstation get too old? My current workstation is now 10 core Xeon running at 3 GHz, so the CPU for now is fine. I have 64 GB of DDR3, which is also fine. Maybe I can go to 128 if a friend has the modules for cheap, but I don't really need it, but it's just fun. The video card is in GTX 970, and that is something I would first upgrade to probably in 270 or maybe 280, but they are really expensive. ABA 64 cold, I think it runs without all the 5 volt stuff. Come to summer increase. No, way too hot, man. I never seen ISA card which needs an external 5 volt. I like the CT1350B. Perfect for 286 machine. Hi Victor, nice to see you from the Ukraine. I'm running a 270 Super and it's crazy fast. Yes, those cards are nice. But to be honest, the 970 for now it's running fine. I don't game that much titles that need more power, so... Hi there, what is this about? Yeah, we are just chatting a bit and testing out the stream, but the stream is stable and the sound is correct, so... Yeah, no dropped frames over an hour, so... Yeah. The next stream will be more where I actually do stuff, or not sure yet. Maybe test out motherboards or play with cards or sort out cards. Not sure. Stable and working, check next. Not sure when. GeForce RTX is a bit much. No, I don't have Zico yet. It's still my access for all DSL, so yeah. I still need to upgrade it. Will there be more streams like this? Yeah, probably, but not sure when. But I just wanted to test out if the system and the reinstalled Windows, that it all is all working. So I will check my own stream after it and listen to it to see if everything is fine. Got an Tuletin 1400 on a socket the other day. Worked fine when the case was lying down. When the case was up, there was a magic smoke and smell. Still works, so just the case has to be lying down. Is the socket loose in the slot maybe? And really clean everything out. No, I don't have any fiber here in the area. That's really stupid. No, I don't gonna make a Dutch video with English subtitles because I really hate making subtitles. That's the most annoying thing to do when editing video's, adding subtitles. So, nee, ik ga geen video's in het Nederlands maken, omdat het is gewoon verschrikkelijk om te doen. But maybe on my other channel, Dutch Video Shooter, I gonna review a certain monitor which is specific for the Dutch market, and that will probably in Dutch and then without even subtitles, just because that video is just for the Dutch market. Yeah, Server Factory, you know the pain of subtitles. So I probably never gonna have someone in Dutch on my channel anymore, just to have no. So I'm happy that you're from the UK, Server Factory. Just wanted to comment, don't know if anyone already did. When you move around, there's some interlacing in the image. Yes, that is probably correct. Because my capture card doesn't like 1080p, but does work on 1080i, because when I have it on P, I have little dots. So could notice, because there's an option in let's see, there was an option somewhere. The interlacing, was it linear? Let's check it out. How is this now? Is it now better? Because there's something that it can fix it. When removing the beard. No. Much better. Yeah, I forgot that option. That's why we test out the stream. Uh, the interlacing helps with the retro feeling. True, but I rather have that look on my old Panasonic P3 shoulder camera from the 80s, retro cam. Yeah, and the stupid thing is, I have a cam link, the Camlink 4K, which is really awesome USB stick to capture. But if I put a GH3 on it, it's not compatible. It mixes up the colors. So yeah, I really was hoping that it was working with my GH3s, because I'm now streaming on a GH3 and I have here another GH3, and they are really cheap and perfect 1080p cameras. But I really need to have a streaming solution where I have more than one input, really 1080p, with then I have like the GH3s and multicam setup, and then I can switch around like one maybe here. And so yeah, the streaming cards are not perfect yet, but a streaming card with like 2 or 4 inputs is crazy expensive. Aren't you able to change the output of the HDMI port on your camera? Yes, I can do that, but that has to be on 1080i with this AVerMedia capture card. I'm obsessed with changing my lights to LED in my home. Would you like to my retro bulbs? No, but there's another problem with your bulbs. They run at 110 volt, and here we have the much better 230 volt. So if I would use them, I will blow them all up. So just bring them to the recycle station. And I also have now this really nice light tube, this LED, and behind me that is also an LED light, and there's an LED panel, and here is RGB LEDs, and on my ceiling there are also LED strips. Yeah, they run for a little bit. Hi Arjan Kuiper, how are you? But this RGB light tube is really awesome. Let me show you the magic button. It has colors. So how is this in the stream? It's like now more the Matrix feeling. So with still the light here on my back with daylight. But it has more than one color. Let's see. It also has blue stuff, and I think that purple and pink and red. But I don't really like the steps of the light, because it's yeah, I don't. Sometimes I can't really find the color that I want. This must be yellow, and then there's some orange in between. So this is the orange stuff. So it's much warmer now. But let's put it back to daylight. But this light, I won it, and it is a light tube of $700 US. It's really crazy. All those film lights are so expensive. I have a light spot behind me that is 250 euros, but I got it from someone where I did some work for. So yeah, so the new studio light is already like €1,000 on two lights, but luckily I didn't pay that for it. The age-old 110 versus 230 volt debate. Don't go there. No, 230 is just much better because it's twice 110 and twice is always better than half of it. So, that's my point. We need Dave in here and then the zootje is complete. I dislike fluorescent, they flicker and cause me eye strain. Yes, they can do that. 60 versus 50 hertz. It's just so stupid that all over the world we have something else. Why didn't they just could do one thing all together? I'm also with here we have kilograms and Celsius, which really makes sense. And then in the US, you have completely different stuff. with all the changing from Hulk to K. No, don't go that way. We can discuss 110 volts versus 220, but don't go that way. That's because they can make money on the truffle adapters. maybe. I think I'm gonna end this stream because I think the test is now successful. We fixed the audio, we fixed the image, and it is stable without dropped frames over 1 hour and 11 minutes and 53 seconds. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. And I don't have my end screens yet and stuff like that. So, no funny jokes in the end. But maybe I should make a better capture of my own stuff with the windows closing sound, stuff like that. That will be fun. You could boost the volume a bit. Let me check if I... yes, it is a bit on the softer side. Let's rip the headphone users. Focus right. Let's put there some more. Let's go to 8 dB extra. How is this? Is this better? Is this a better volume? Because when I will speak really close, it will be really loud. So that's why I screwed it down a little bit. So maybe I need to have a limiter or something. But this must be already better. Better on the volume. Ah, nice. Which live stream program? I use OBS. And I really like it. It's pretty simple to set up. And you can add here sources and also scenes. So I was trying the Panasonic P3, but I couldn't get the capture device for it working. But you can make the cam link and the AVerMedia and the audio, and you can also capture your screen and stuff like that. So this is now really basic setup. I probably need to put an overlay on it and make it a bit nicer. Or when I do like gaming, that I have here the game and here like a little the webcam look. Yeah, OBS is really working nice. Give us the ASMR. No, I don't going to do it. So, thank you all for watching. We have 53 people watching right now. 48 likes. So, yeah. No dislikes. That's great. So, yeah. I will see you next time. And have fun watching my videos about my server rack. I mean, after 25-minute video and the video that I uploaded today of the Sunfire V210. So, have a nice day and thanks for watching.